Hi, I'm Madame Pamita, and I love teaching about magic. If you have a question about spells, the law of attraction, spirituality, witchcraft, Slavic folk magic, spirits, divination, you can join me on Sundays at the Live Magic Q&A where we record an episode of my podcast, Magic and the Law of Attraction, and then I answer your questions on anything mystical or magical live over Zoom. Just go to spellsquad.com to get the link to join me in the clubhouse. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and click the bell icon so you get a gentle, magical reminder and you'll be the first witch to see whenever anything new goes up. Here's a great tidbit from one of our past Q&As answering a really important spiritual question. Brittany asks, what's the best way to magically honor a family member who has just passed? Oh my gosh, there's so many things. If you look into like cultural heritage and folk magic from times past, there were a lot of spells that are about helping people transition. In the olden days, it's really only been since the 20th century that people, let's say, go to a hospital and that's maybe the place that they pass over to non-physical form. In the olden times, people did it in the home, oftentimes did it in the home. If they were having something that was bringing them to the end of their life, they would do it at home, right? And the family would take care of them. So there were lots and lots of spells and things that were done, traditions that were done. For example, in Slavic magic, we open up a window, and we can find this in other magical systems too. We open up a window when someone dies so that they have a place to go out. We open up a door, a window, or something like that so that the spirit can leave the body. There's another tradition in Slavic magic of doing an honoring dinner, like you do an honoring dinner on the 40th day, because it's believed that the spirit hangs around for 40 days. The spirit still on the earthly plane hasn't ascended into full spirit form. There's a transition period, and that real sensitive transition period is for the first 40 days after they have passed on. Now, during those 40 days, you were never to say anything unkind about that person who had passed on, because they could be right next to you listening to you, right? So you wouldn't want to talk trash or talk bad about them. You would wait until after the 40 days if you needed to talk about Uncle Joe and what a, cheap, cheap guy he was, or whatever it is, during those 40 days where the spirit is just really transitioning out of the physical form. You want to be gentle with that spirit, you know? Another thing that can be done is to do some, for example, some, work with incense, because spirits love incense. It's one of the foods of spirits. So we do leave physical food out for them on an ancestor altar. You can light a candle for them. They love a candle. And you can definitely burn incense. Burning incense for since time immemorial, before there was written history, people were using incense to connect to the spirit realm. You see that beautiful cloud of smoke going up, right? So for you and your spirit of the family member that has passed on, you can light some incense to feed them, to support them in this very delicate time that they're in right now. Even if they died at the hospital or you don't live in the home, you can still offer that incense, for them, because no matter where they are, they can receive that. Imagine incense goes out into the air and can go everywhere, right? So it can get to them wherever they are. After the 40 days, usually in Slavic magic, there would be a banquet, a family dinner, a special dinner where a plate would be set for the person who was there. We'd feed the spirit, before they went on their way. We could also do things like put in Slavic magic the rushnik, which is the beautiful embroidered cloth that's used for covering icons and holding blessed items like bread and so on. And so we would put that rushnik out the window and thank our spirits for visiting us and giving them that little soft path to walk out to the spirit realm, so that they could go on a soft path, that they wouldn't have to walk on, you know, rocks and all kinds of hard things. It was symbolically setting them an easy path to go into the spirit realm. Beautiful tradition. So you can look at your own family traditions, look at your own culture's traditions and find those. Those are just a few that I shared from Slavic magic traditions, but every culture has these practices around the spirits and around people as they have transitioned. So what I would say to you is create a little spirit altar, put up a picture of your loved one, light a little candle for them, leave them a glass of water. Spirits love water. You might, if you want, you could leave a little shot glass of some alcohol if they would appreciate that. You can leave food for them as well. A little bite of food in a little offering bowl is a really welcome thing. And of course, you can burn incense, which is so well received by all the spirits. So those are just a few options, a lot of options actually, of what you can do. And you can pick one or two or more, to do. So I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. But this is a way that, this is a part of our life. And I want you to know, Brittany, that, and anyone who's got someone who's passed recently, is that the spirit lives on. When the spirit leaves the body, it goes into pure positive energy. And that is such a delightful place to be. And then the spirit comes back again when they're ready to have some more creativity and contrast and fun and excitement. And then they come back to earth again in a different baby body and get to have a new life experience. We all do that. So, your loved one isn't really gone. Your loved one's spirit is there. You can talk to them, you can share with them, and then they'll come back when they're ready, which is really sweet and nice.